Happy birthday, Charlie. Or Chuck, as we used to call you. Those of us who known Charlie a long time, he used to be called Chuck when he was a kid. And then he went on a mission and came back, and Mama Bennett told us he will no longer be referred to as Chuck. He will be referred to as the man formerly called Chuck. Anyway, Jason asked me to recall a few memories of Charlie, which when he asked me, a flood of memories came back. We've had a lot of good times together. Charlie is one of the most, has had more adventures than a lot of people I know. Most people I know. Most people probably ever. Anyway, I remember a lot when he was a kid. Charlie's always been involved in cars. I think he still is involved in cars. One of the first cars I remember is he had this big old piece of crap yellow truck. And we lived in a neighborhood in Suckle Court in Medford. And there's a story that goes that he pulls near us, or he's pulling away, and he rolls forward a little bit, and he totally knocks our mailbox, just tips it over about 45-degree angle, backs up. My dad's in the yard, and he rolls down and goes, "Sorry about that, Joel," and just drives away. And he's gone through lots of cars. I'm sure you guys know. I remember the Jetta he had that used to fill up with smoke, like electrical smoke. I'm going to return that. If you are involved in cars, that's pretty ironic, considering there's probably multiple car dealerships in Medford with your picture on them saying, "Please do not buy a car from this man." The best story though is that Mazda truck you had probably for about 3 hours, and you took it out for buying with Josh, got all muddy, and threw a rod, and cleaned it all up, took it back to the dealer. "I don't know what happened. It just doesn't work anymore." And then they called you a couple days later, I think the story goes, and asked, they said, "So, the air filter was full of mud." That's a pretty funny story. I don't remember how that turned out. I'm sure you got it. I'm sure you made a good deal out of it. That's one thing you always do, make good deals. Somehow you've always done well. Amazing talent you have. Anyway, when we were kids, we were considered devil's children by Mr. Peter Charles. Remember this, Charlie? We'd go over and pick up Brad or something to go out. And "Brad, it looks like your fun meter is getting a little too high. Maybe you should stay in for the evening." Anyway, we had a lot of fun as kids. A lot of fun with cars, motorcycles. Charlie's always in motorcycles and four-wheelers and such. And one of my favorite stories of Charlie and the motorcycles, he had this new, at the time newer, one of the first four-stroke motorcycles, that Yamaha 450. Was it a 450? Yeah. Anyway, we were up riding around somewhere up near like Lake of the Woods. No, Lost Creek. And there's a river there. It was about a 20-foot wide river creek, mostly just boulders, about a foot deep. And Charlie was like, "We can make that, dude. We can make that." I don't know, man. And so you got like a 200-yard start, and just buzzed across that thing. And it was like only a foot and a half deep until 15 feet away into the river. There's just like big old sinkhole, and you just sunk that pig like a submarine. Pulled it out of the river, and I can't believe it started because we were in the middle of nowhere. I had all that. I remember that was the first time I saw milk and oil mixed, because you popped the spark plug and just this it looked like milk was in your engine. Anyway, worked out fun, good times. Charlie amazingly got married to Misty, sent from the heavens, calling of God to take care of Charlie. We have no idea where Misty came from and how she got married to Charlie, but she's awesome. Charlie's luckiest man ever to have her around. Anyway, after about a year of, I don't know, being nice and dressing nice with Misty, he started wearing these gray swimsuit. Remember that? The gray swimsuit with like the blue wave down the leg, and that's what he wore every day. It was amazing. I'm kidding. I used to give him crap for that. We used to go out of the boat a lot. Um, my wake has never been the same since I left Medford. Um, it's always good to have a big guy in the back. Funniest stories of Charlie. Some of them I weren't there, but I just know we talked about him all the time. And you should tell. You should have him tell you this one. This is a story when he was he and Josh and somebody else, like a Clough or something like that. So we're driving to Provo, I think, and you didn't get gas in Clement Falls. You were almost out of gas in Lakeview. There's no way you're making it to Winnemucca. But it's like 10 o'clock and all the gas stations are closed. And you're looking for, you guys are looking for someone to get gas from, opened up the gas station, and there was a guy in one of the gas stations that went on the corner there at the highway. Back then, I think there were only 2 gas stations in town. Or one was a private, one public one, one private one. And God, man, I'm sounding old now that we're talking about this stuff. Anyway, the guy was just a character. He was just kind of delayed guy. And had these Coke bottle glasses, and the story goes that Charlie just kind of totally played into his character, and they were just talking back and forth. And this guy was like, had to look up some phone numbers. And he offered to fill up their tanks, open the gas station if they would give him $20. And this guy, when he was looking up phone numbers, he had to like put it right next to his face, and he kind of like used his eyeballs for his braille or something. Anyway, funny story. Ask Charlie to tell you that one. There's another story out there. Gosh, it's on video actually, and I wish it's probably just on some stupid VHS tape or something. It needs to be found and revived and posted on YouTube. That's of Charlie being hypnotized at one of those hypnotist shows in Medford. No, that was in Provo, I think. Anyway, Charlie gets hypnotized, which I'm still suspicious. But he gets up there, and they ask him to sing the song Rawhide. And Charlie just owns that stage, baby. He just starts going back and forth, and he's doing he's swinging, he's doing the dance, he's got a lasso ropes, and rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh my gosh, that's a great movie. Someone should find that. Gold, baby. That's comic gold. Anyway, we've had a lot of good times together. I'm glad to see you're still alive. Happy birthday. You're a good friend. I missed the heck out of you. I hope all is well. And I hope to see you soon. Happy birthday, bud.